I want to get into that. You've had some interviews on the topic, but probably nothing as candid as you probably get right here with us on Rip and Go. So I want to get into it. Very early into the season, your junior season at Moorhead, first season D1. You and your head coach, legendary player Sean Woods, get into an altercation after a game against Evansville.
Yeah.
Little details have been revealed about it. I know some stuff that you've told me off air. Yeah. And you can't go too crazy, but you mind getting into that? What occurred? Maybe what triggered that, and then what was your reaction to a coach making physical contact with you?
Yeah, that was that situation was different, cause like I ain't never really
let me commend you on this too. Like a lot of play back then, especially. Yeah. It wasn't uncommon that a coach make contact with a player, whether it's putting a hand on your chest or mushing you or shoving you or get the hell out my way. Let me show you how you do this, and he shoves you out of bounds, damn near some shit during drill work. This was common back then. Yeah. And it actually takes balls. A lot of people might have looked at it as some sucker shit. Right. It took balls, and I told you back then on the text that it take balls to openly, like we're not criminals. We ain't doing street stuff. Facts. We playing basketball. We trying to achieve a dream. We trying to achieve goals, and you can't make contact with somebody else's children in no form of fashion in this line of work. And it took balls because you're talking about your scholarship, you're talking about uncomfortability on campus, you're talking about uncomfortability in the state of Kentucky because this man is a god in the state of Kentucky. Yeah. And you spoke against him publicly. Yeah. So I just want to say, man, that took balls, man, and you probably ignited some fire into other guys that, and you lit a fire into other coaches that to say to themselves, whoa. Yeah. Let me keep my hands to myself now.
Fall back a little bit, yeah. But for me, like I said, it was a whole totally different situation. He coached with like a different type of passion. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what worked for him and stuff like that. But for me, it's principles, and you gotta move with at a certain standard for me. So I ain't mind certain things, but when things was taken too far, that was like my limits. You know what I'm saying? So, you could say whatever you want, but once you start getting too close, I that's unacceptable, and I don't feel like that should be like any kid should be able to go through that. You know what I'm saying? It's different if like it's really someone that you got a good bond connection. A parent and like this is how y'all operate. Yeah, you gotta earn certain stuff like that. Where it's like, yo, like I look at you like family, like coach. At the end of the day, I don't even take that person, and we could go later and laugh about it, but it's like, yo, I'm new there, and I don't even feel like we built that enough for you to have all of those, like have that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I want to speak on about that. But as far as like me standing up for myself, even to this day, like I'm always stand up for myself in any situation. So, whatever went down in the locker room, it was just really me just standing up for myself, and some people are different. Some people could sit there and take certain things or whatever, and that's just something I wasn't comfortable with. And at the end of the day, I felt like I made the right decision just standing up for myself. And at the end of the day, there's consequences for everything that you do. And at the end of the day, that's something that brings media attention too, and it got media attention and stuff like that.
Extreme media attention. It got you annoyed. It got you being bothered.
And it was crazy because now it's like there was a lot of things that was being put on the line because it was like, it started out with a suspension for him, and then later it was like, he got fired, charges and everything. And I think before they even fired him, he ended up just dropping down or whatever, So then me, it was like I'm still there, but it was like the vibes was so weird, and it was crazy. It was just like
the man's a god, bro.
Exactly. So it was like everybody saying, "Yeah, you good. We gonna take care of you. Yo, you stood up. Da 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 da." But the energy was weird. It was just like, "Yo, y'all don't really care about me here."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to get out of that situation. So I chose to, get my transfer papers for them to release me. They like, nah, stay. We got you. It's a good situation for you. But it's like even off campus and stuff like that, I don't even feel comfortable because now it's like, yo, I don't know who really care about dude to that level, and I don't want to deal with all of that. So it was just a bad situation for me to stay. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up leaving. Now I'm at the crib because now it's a decision that I chose to make, where it's like, yo, I could stay here, but I'm still in school. But I'm going to be literally miserable on court and off campus. You know what I'm saying? Whereas now, I'm at the crib, and I got to deal with whatever I got to deal with at the crib. So I'm literally back at the crib.
Beef is heating up crazy back at the crib.
Yeah.
It's unsafe.
Mind you, it's not safe back home. Everybody who was able to get away from that was a blessing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. New York City, times is crazy over there. So you also don't want to deal with that either. You like, yo, it's better for me to be away. I'm in school. I'm doing something with my life. So now I'm back at the crib. You know what I'm saying? And I was challenging because it's just like, what's next? Yeah. And who's gonna want me after being in a situation like that? Whether it's my fault or not.
Yeah. Some coaches view it as snitching, unfortunately, and
it was different.
Once again, it's like, yo, you dudes never stepped in the street ever. So
that's something I wasn't even really worried about because at the end of the day, it's just like, yo, as a man, you just stand up for yourself. So, everybody got different views on it.
No, I'm saying, I'm not saying caring about being labeled a snitch, like how we care in the hood.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about how coaches won't even want to affiliate themselves with a kid because they're like, yo, he might tell about, I called someone a I called someone a gay slur or something.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying? And now
just any media attention that's coming into the program.
They don't like
a former kid and that's coaching out. So it's like, yo, you don't want that attention coming into a program. You just want things to be smooth. So
Bethune-Cookman end up messing with you. When did that end up?
I honestly didn't think I was going to play D1 again. Again, I knew it was D2 schools that was still going to want me. You know what I'm saying, and was still contacting me. But as far as D1, I'm just like, nah, that's over with. Until I seen and I was still Golema. I still wanted to play at that level. So. Any chance I could get, I was gonna go back. So they they was rocking with me. Mind you, I left with my boy. It was two of us in the situation.
Right.
He's from Florida too as well. Right. So we visited at the same time. We went on a visit there. Coach was rocking with us. They made us comfortable. They wasn't even bringing the situation up. They just like, yo, we want y'all to just come here and change the program. So. I'm just like, all right, yo, weather's nice. Feel me?
What's this now? Because I know the situation happens December 2016.
So to go back, I'm at the crib for months.
Semester break?
Going through it. I'm going through it. I'm at the crib. It was after Christmas break. I told them, yo,
So you at the crib from Christmas on?
From Christmas on until I did summer workouts. Because every summer workouts I was trying to be there for teams that I signed with. So
when did Bethune,
I would say July.
Bethune ain't come calling into July?
No, I'm saying summer workouts.
Oh, I'm saying so when did Bethune hit July?
They probably hit me.
Late
March,
period
March.
Okay, March. So right before that late signing period.
Late signing. So it was another late signing, and I was dragging it too. Because I'm being patient for the D1 offers. I knew it was D2 opportunities, so I was betting on myself just by doing that. Which that could go both ways.
Go both ways, and it takes a man to admit. Because a lot of people sometimes, because they get it to go their way, they don't acknowledge how dangerous it was for them to roll that dice and realize, yo, could have went the other way.
And then they recruiting other players too. So the longer you wait, it's like, all right, the whatever other schools that was waiting on you're not the only one. They're gonna end up picking somebody else up. Now the school you waiting for, say they signed someone, now you digging a bigger hole, and you probably going to a school you didn't even have in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like. You
kept playing musical chairs.
They're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep going. You not. There's no coach sitting there just counting on one player.
Right.
You a fool if you just thinking every player you recruit is gonna come there. So it's like it's you and a whole bunch of other people.
Talk about it, Soufi. Talk about it.